No way.
You have to trust in yourself. You really have to trust in yourself. Trading is so hard, but once you get that strategy, once you master a strategy, the only thing left is to be able to trust in that strategy. There is no and ifs or buts about it. You have to trust that it will work out. You have to. That is one thing I did fail at this week. This week was not really a good week for me. I took two trades, but both of those trades were losses. One of those losses could have easily been a full take profit. The reason why it wasn't a full take profit is because I didn't trust that it was going to work out as it was supposed to. I took 3 trades in one day. And why I took those many trades is because I didn't trust that it was going to work out. I really did not trust that the market was going to play out as it should. I honestly thought that the market was going to push up, take out my stop loss, and then push down lower. Going into that trade, I was very bearish, and the reason why I was bearish is because there were so many confluences, and I had so much confirmation that the market was going to go down lower. One thing I did fail at is because since I didn't have real trust in it, I entered prematurely and entered way too early, meaning that I entered way too early, and I ended up getting put in a position where I didn't really like the entry. So when the market started making moves back up, I got scared. I really got scared. So I closed out my position. I placed another trade, not even inside of a confluence, but based off of an idea. Placed another trade, stopped myself out again, and this time it was at break even. And the reason why I stopped myself out again is because of, like I said, trust. Not trusting in the strategy, not trusting in myself. Trading is one of those things where if you don't trust that the market is going to do what you know it's going to do, then you're going to be in this endless cycle of what ifs. And they're going to continue to come back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until you realize, okay, I cannot make a turn here. Can I make a turn here? No, I can't. But yeah, you got to make that realization, like, okay, am I going to trust in myself, or do I need to do more back testing? You know, all those things can relate to another, but you have to trust in yourself. And I did not do that this week. I took trade that didn't even make sense. I forced one entry on Monday, and then the trade that I took on a couple of days ago, what was that? I think it was Thursday, wasn't really a good trade. Actually, it was a good trade, but it wasn't something that I could trust myself with. This kind of leads to the second point, which still talks more about trust. But like I said, you gotta trust the strategy, and you are putting in a lot of work to, like, whenever you're doing back testing, the whole point of back testing is to trust that this strategy plays out and works out as it's supposed to. That's the whole purpose of back testing. And once you can get that understanding, like, okay, I know my strategy is going to work. I know that if I place a trade at this time, or I know if once I enter inside of this confluence, I know this will work out in this way. All those things. Once you realize that, you have to just be able to be confident and have full confidence that it's going to work out as it should. We as traders, and I say we because me included, we sometimes get that what if moment. That what if moment, or AKA fear of missing out, FOMO. These what if moments really determine the type of trader we are and what type of trader we're going to be in the future. Yes, it can stem from a little bit of analysis paralysis, overthinking the trades and doing these things that other profitable traders are doing or not doing those things. I don't even know that. That don't even make sense. Anyway, we have to be able to trust in the strategy. You are putting in the work. That's what backtesting is for. You're putting in the work to be able to master that strategy. And all you have to do is really just trust it. Just trust it. I think with me, the main thing that I've been struggling with is, of course, just my trading and my just trusting myself. But it also is a stem from trusting in God's perfect timing. I think I've put myself in a position where I want to achieve success at a high rate. I want to go and be able to do all these things and help all these people. But one thing that I've really just been struggling with just in general is just, having that full trust in God. And I think that is ultimately why I don't have full trust in myself and full trust in my setups and just when it comes to certain things in trading. Some weeks I'll do really good, and other weeks I won't, and that is part of trading. But one thing I do want to get better at is just having that consistency of trusting in my trading strategy and my setup. This week was really a test. This week was a real test, and it showed that it showed that I have a lot more work to do when it comes to my spirituality and just my faith in general. I took so many trades, not really trusting in the process. I took so many trades because of trying to pass an account at a certain, pass it in a short amount of time. And what I've also done is just place time frames on when I'm going to succeed or, manifesting certain things into my life and trying to take control, trying to take the will of my own life. But in reality, I can't do that anymore. I can't put myself in that position of taking control because that is doing nothing but hurting me. I really do want to succeed at a high rate. I want to be able to get my first payout. I want to be able to do all these wondrous and great things. But one thing I have to do is trust in God's perfect timing. And I've been failing to do that. And it took me so long to understand that. I mean, there's a reason for everything. There's a reason why things didn't work out in the past. There's a reason I did certain things. There's a reason, because every reason that has happened there was a lesson in between each reason. There's always been a lesson with those. So, oh my goodness, people take so long to turn. But yeah, man, I think it's just it really comes down to you understanding, are you doing this for the money or are you doing this for the process? You always want to have that idea of doing it for the process, because if you are doing it for any other reasons, it's going to take longer to achieve. Once you do make it, you're going to have all the wrong reasons on why trading is necessary in life in general. And for me, trading is not about just making money. It's really about mastering myself. This is a self-improvement journey that I most definitely needed. And you as a trader most definitely need this as well, because it is helping you just in the long run with anything that you're doing. It's building your discipline. It's building your confidence. It's building your trust. It's doing all these things, but you don't realize it until you come to that realization, just with trading in general. But yeah, I've been kind of just yapping. I just wanted to talk about that because I think that is a very important concept to talk about. And it is one of the most slept on things that people don't really express or talk about in their journeys. I was going to do a trade recap video, but to be honest with you, I really didn't want to do it. And I wanted to do this video more because I'm at that stage where I haven't I don't know what rock bottom feels like. I know that every great trader and every good trader has gone through that rock bottom moment, and I feel like I'm getting close to that rock bottom moment. I can't even lie to you, and I'm not gonna say that's a good thing, but it's really going to test how much I really want it. Just for paying for school and trying to figure out how I'm going to manage to pay for gas, doing all these things. And I really do want to get a job, but it is so, like, the time management. I have a great time management, but working that job while being a college athlete is so hard. It is so hard. I did it last year, and it was not easy. I'm gonna be real with you. It was not easy. But yeah, like, my week this week hasn't been the best. Only because I haven't really trusted in myself, trusted in my strategy, and really just having that full trust in God that it'll all work out. I do believe that it'll all work out. I do believe everything happens for a reason. I have to just trust in God's perfect timing, because if I don't, then ultimately that's just going to lead to more failure, more lessons being learned. And lessons being learned are really important. It's one of those things where, like, once you learn that lesson, you get better, and you really gotta drop that ego. I've had that ego for a while, but yeah, you really gotta drop that ego. This video was more of just like a yap type of video. Right now I'm driving to go get some air for my tire, but I did want to post that video because every week I do a video, and I did want to post something. And just how bad my trading was this week, I just wanted to really talk about just trust in general, because that is one of the most, like, the main thing that I've been struggling with is just that trust. So, I mean, if you're going through the same journey, just realize at the end of the day, you have to have trust in yourself. You have to have trust in God's perfect timing. And just know, whenever you're doing back testing, and whenever you have that 90% win rate, 100% win rate, and when you're back testing, just know you can transfer it over to your live account or your live trading. You just have to have that trust, and you have to have that knowledge of knowing, okay, this will work out as it's supposed to. Anyway, that's all I really have for the video. It was a unscripted video, as you can tell. This was a very unscripted video. I didn't write any notes on what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to speak from the heart, and I really hope you guys did just enjoy this. This is a different type of video style. This is new. This is new to me as well. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this type of video. Just let me know in the comments how you guys are doing with your trading strategy, because this is a journey. I can't even hold you. Day trading is a journey, but those people who get through those hard times and fight through and persevere through tough, rough moments, and those are the ones who are going to succeed, and those are the ones that's going to show others that it is possible to be done. You got to stop listening to the noise, because I really do think that this is possible. I really do think that this is something that can change my life forever. So that's why I've been so adamant about it, and so strong in my vision, and really believing in that vision, because I know it will work out. Anyway, like I said, that's all I really have for the video. It was a short video, but I think it was a very meaningful video. If you took some knowledge from that, spread it, help others out, and just show and tell people and others that there's no way this gas station is freaking closed. Bro. Gosh, there's no way. With that being said, video coming out next week again. Weekly videos are on this. There's no way. Oh my